So, as you can tell by the title of this video, it says, "Who am I?" And I've wanted to make this video now for a while. For the newer subscribers and even the older ones, the people that have been watching me for a long time that may have not known as much about me as I haven't really said much. So, basically, what I'm doing this biggest for really is the newer subscribers, which I gained around 145, 146 in the last 3 months or so, because somewhere back in the end of October, November, I hit around 500 subscribers, and, now I'm around 645, 646. So, this video is due. It's been really due since I started the channel. I never made one like this of who I am and how I got into collecting and what I've been doing, and who am I, pretty much. So, to get started, my name's Tyler, which quite a few of you know, but maybe not, so that's me. I've been seriously collecting models, and by seriously I mean, sticking to, one scale, 1/50th scale, and just, buying the newer ones and the older ones, and really getting into it. I've been doing that now for around 5 or 6 years, more towards 6, and I'm, since I was probably around 11 or 12-ish, is when I really started getting into it. Before that, I've always been into construction and stuff like that. I had, when everybody had them when you were younger, the Tonka trucks, and then from there I went on to, like, the New Ray tractor trailers. Had those, and not that those are for kids, because people collect them. If I had the space, I would have loved to kept mine and put them on shelves, but they're 1/32nd scale, so when you have a 1/32nd scale tractor trailer and you have 10 of them, or more, it takes a lot of room. So I ended up getting rid of those, giving them to a younger kid, and after that point, I pretty much just figuratively went hard and started collecting. Really got into it seriously. So that was probably when I was around 12-ish, and I'm 17 now. I'll be 18 in end of May. And one thing for me, for the newer subscribers and the older ones too, the people that have actually stuck around and watched my videos and have stuck with the model community on YouTube, I'm not going anywhere. Obviously, videos slow down at times. Some periods of time I'll have a video up and I'll upload 1 or 2 a week. That's rare, but it happens. And then they do slow down to 1 every 2 weeks or less. And unfortunately, that happens, and I'm sorry about that. But being 17 years old, between having a job and, school, senior year of high school, there's a lot of work that goes with that, and actually having a regular, job to go to consumes quite a bit of my time during the week and on the weekends. So when I do get a day off, it's like, I don't want to do anything, I'll hang out and watch TV. I don't always get the chance to sit down and do stuff with the models that I would like. So, unfortunately that happens. And there's times where this table and my collection, no model will move or get touched for 3 weeks or more at some times, close to a month in some cases. And that's unfortunate. That bothers me because I wish that didn't happen. But again, other parts of my life are so busy that getting to this, unfortunately, this hobby, for me, gets put on the back burner far too often. And there's periods of time like now, like I have time right now, and I'm trying to get back into it, and gonna do a bunch with them now, and move them around, and dust everything off, and I try to do that all the time, because if you don't, you let it build up, like the cranes, all my cranes, which don't move half as much as these models. They're ridiculous, and so that's time consuming to clean those. But I enjoy that because I love to see them when they shine again, per se. So with that, that's one thing. Why videos aren't as quick to be uploaded. And as I said in the last video, there was supposed to be a collection update, and that's going to happen. That's going to happen this weekend. Today is Friday the 9th. Am I seeing that? Oh, no, that's wrong month. Let me see what today is. I think it's the 6th. Yeah, Friday the 6th. And so this is uploaded today, Friday the 6th, and then sometime, probably not tomorrow, but Sunday, I'll have the video of the collection update. And the LR1300 review, which was requested at least 2 weeks ago. That'll be up. But besides that, so basically, my collection now, last time I counted, I think I'm close to 100 pieces, if not over 100 piece collection now. I think it's over 100. I think last time I counted, which doesn't include the models from Christmas, was like 105, maybe. So maybe. I think I'm a little bit over now. I think I'm probably around that range, 110 maybe, a little less. I haven't counted in a long time. But somewhere in I think a close to 100 piece collection, if not a little over, like I said. So my collection is decently big. It's one of the bigger ones out there. Doesn't really compare to Crane Dude 07 or Brandon. I think he has like 50 cranes, which is awesome. So, but it's definitely one of the bigger ones that are out there now. Sal 328 DLCR and him, his brother Vinny, they both had a huge 100+ piece collection. But I think they sold it all. But that you could check out their videos on their channels, which I think he has one that explains kind of everything that happened with his channel. And that's unfortunate too, because back when I really started watching these videos, 07, 08, probably more like 08, when I started really, watching these videos, seeing them on YouTube. When I really got into them, like every day I'd go on there and I'd watch the same video over if they didn't upload a new one, just because I enjoyed it. And that's kind of what made me make a channel. And I had another channel before this one, which was, I think I had like 35 subscribers. And for me, that was awesome. Videos were atrocious. They were made on like a flip share camera, and that was before they had the HD one. And it's weird to say, but that actually wasn't that long ago. But technologically, 5 or 6 years ago was like a century. Think about YouTube. I think is 10 years old this year. I think it came out in 05. And think about how in 05, 06, even 07. But I don't think even like the iPhone existed. Which now you look around and how many people that have an iPhone. I mean, I have an iPhone. I'm pretty sure most people watching have one. And then you have all the Android people too. So, but other than that, where YouTube has gone with model collecting it's gone south, because everyone kind of in like 328 DLCR's age range, Sal, I think his brother's younger, but Sal, Rabbit's Miller 400, Mike, they were all, him and a few others were kind of all in the same age range, and as they got older, I think their priorities went from hobby, model collecting, to real life things, because they're all over 18, and I don't think someone like Crane Dude 07 Brandon would take that as an excuse, because I think he's probably, I don't actually know how old he is exactly, but I would assume he's somewhere in the range of in his 20s, and he's still collecting pretty strong. So age, to me, I don't think that's a factor. I think it can be when it comes to your money, your priorities. When you're my age now, I realize that even working, the money, it isn't there for models. It's there for bills, my car, and a bunch of other things that have nothing to do with this hobby, unfortunately. So, back when I used to get money for birthdays or Christmas or whatever, or made $1 here and there, shoveling snow, then I could throw $150 on a model or whatever, like it was nothing, which, because, whatever, I have the money, and I just made some money, let me buy a model, because I don't have any other expenses. Now that I do, and I'm making enough money, right now, I can go out and buy I can go buy the LR1600, but that's going to pretty much drain some of my funds pretty substantially, because I do spend money on, as I said, bills and basic things, but fortunately I've do save, and something that's on my list is the new Tonkin forestry models, both of them, the loader, the log loader, now the log skidder too, and the road builder. those are on my list. A couple of the Tonkin loaders are on my list. The Cat 340 from Tonkin's on my list. The new 390 from Norscot, which I am beyond ecstatic that Norscot's still going to make cat models. Some of you probably aren't, because everybody kind of goes against them with they're never enough detail. But I think Norscot went from, where they were, where every other manufacturer were. Norscot was able to keep a model, a loader, an excavator under $100, where NZG put it at 150, $200 for the same model. Like Conrad, like the 954 Liebherr was $197, and the detail on that doesn't even compare to the 330, which came out the same time. So with that, it really depends. But so Norscot, they're doing the 390. That's going to be awesome. That's $150, and I know I'm going to drain buying that. What else? There's a bunch of new stuff coming out. The LR1600 has been on my list since it came out too. But I think that was kind of in the talks when I bought the 18,000. And honestly, if it was that or the 18,000 was going to take it, only because it was such a limited run. When I bought that, it was towards the end of all the distributors, stock of them. And I won't forget when I bought it, not even a week or two later, they were sold out of it. And I got mine for $699, $700. And that was a deal compared to what if you go on, eBay now and try to find one. And literally try to find one. If you can't, it's because no one has them anymore. And the people that do aren't selling them. And I won't forget going on there a month after I bought mine, and all the 3,000 toys, DHS, diecastmodels.co were sold out. You go on there and they're selling them for $1,100, and people are bidding on it or are actually buying them because they were so rare. Because quite a few people had the 05 one, but when it came out originally, been 05. But the revised version was super cool and well, it was good for me because I couldn't afford the 05 one. And I wasn't collecting an 05, so it was nice to see them come back out with that. And my collection's really grown from, in the last 6 years, it went from, 4 cat models that I've had since I was 5 years old to owning, $1,000 crane model, 18,000 now. I could sell it for $1,000. It's in perfect condition. Have the box, it's $1,000 model. All the other Manitowoc cranes from TWH, which aren't made anymore, and they're rare to find. The 16,000, the 4100s are even pretty rare to find. So those, I got into cranes, and that was awesome. I got bit by the bug when it comes to buying cranes. Those are just slower buying because of the general cost of them, but that's one thing that I really like. The LR1300 was a super cool buy. What else? Excavators, obviously, when you see the collection update, you're going to tell. If you didn't know already, that's my most favorite piece of machinery. I love an excavator. I'll buy one of them every day. What I don't have, I want to buy. Like the Liebherr LR, R9100. That's a cool mining excavator. Even some of the mining excavators, the PC2000, that's a sick model. Definitely want to get one of those. Fortunately, the price went up like $50 from 2 years ago, but so be it. And these are just, these are just some things that I'm naming. So yeah, excavators, that's one big thing that I like. Cranes, another thing, just don't have as many of those as I'd like. Loaders, though, I got everything, really. Close to 100-piece collection, like I said, if not more. I have a pretty good variety of almost everything. And I've gotten more, truck models per se, on-road vehicles. I've got quite a few of those too in the last couple of years. And yeah, I've slowed down, but I think so have a lot of people with buying. But then again, I don't know, because I don't think any of the websites are really hurting on sales. I just think people that make videos are, and that's obvious. So, but for me, they're not going to stop. Slowing down, yes, but stopping, no. Always going to try to make videos as long as I can, because this is something I enjoy doing, and clearly there's still people out there that want to watch them. There's just no one out there that's really making them quite anymore. Something that's really cool now that I've kind of recently noticed is Instagram has a model community, like quite a few, believe it or not. So that's really, really cool. Literally more than YouTube. There's more people on Instagram that collect models than there are on YouTube. And I don't mean just people that post a picture here and there of their collection. I mean people that's all they post. So that's really cool. So I got on that recently, within the last, week, 3 days, or was it Monday? I think I got onto it. So go check that out. The description, the link is in the description of this video, and will be in the next several ones until everybody kind of has an idea that I'm on that. So, what else? I don't know. As I said, upcoming video is going to be the 1300 review, LR 1300 review, and the model collection update, which is well overdue. Last one I think was in July. So it's not grown significantly since July, but it's gained a few models, and plus I just kind of show you the setup and the display and whatnot. What else for the new subscribers? So, what a lot of comments I've gotten in the past, and probably will to come, is going to be, why do I have rocks instead of dirt? Yes, obviously dirt would be more realistic. It would make it look like an actual operation site. No, obviously. But being that the table is in a bedroom, carpeted, dirt's not possible for the obvious reasons. So, and putting it anywhere else other than this room isn't possible either. There's not any room anywhere else in my basement or garage. Plus, I like having them up here, and then the temperature keeping them in doesn't screw them up like a basement or per se a garage. So, I sacrifice the dirt and use the rocks. And it doesn't bother me for the 6 years that I've had this table and I've had rocks in it. Realistically, does it look like a dirt table? No, but it does the job. And to throw the models in it and do a little dio or just play around with it is fine for me. So that's, for the new subscribers, that is why there's rocks versus dirt. Otherwise, I don't know. I really can't think of any other questions, and this video's already run too long. But then again, this is something I wanted to make for a long time. If you have any questions or want to know anything, comment. And another big thing, like I said, check out the Instagram page. Follow that. I mean, everybody pretty much has an Instagram now, and if you're watching the videos, I'm sure you like what you're watching. So go over and follow me on Instagram for more daily updates versus the YouTube channel. But again, so like I said, my channel on YouTube isn't going anywhere. The amount of videos that are going to be uploaded obviously slows in periods, but it will pick up when I have time off, and then it slows down when I get busy again. But there always are going to be videos, so don't never check back in. Because it seems like people want to see these videos, and I'd rather watch a video than look at a picture in some cases, especially on all the new models that are coming out. The manufacturers aren't slowing down, so why should YouTube? And if you have a camera and you got models and you got a setup or whatever, or just a collection, a display, whatever, go out and make a video. Why not? Make a YouTube channel and throw a video on there. Comment on one of mine and say, hey, go check it out or whatever, and then people will see that and go check it out. And if you got some decent content, you'll get subscribers and people will watch. It's somewhat as simple as it sounds. And in other cases, we got to kind of, personally, I think we should try to grow this community back on YouTube up a little bit. I don't mind being one of the few on here still, along with Brandon, Crane Dude 07. but there definitely needs to be more, or more people making videos, more than, once every 6 months, in some cases. So, but other than that, there really isn't anything else to say. I just wanted to get this video out there, which is something I've been wanting to make for a while, and I hope everybody enjoyed. The length is a little long, but this is something that needs to be made so everybody kind of understand what's going on and who I am and what this channel is all about. So go ahead and, like I said, follow me on Instagram. Definitely, I'm really trying to grow that page significantly. So again, thanks to everyone who has recently subscribed, and to the people that have been watching videos of mine since since I started this channel 3 or 4 years ago. Thank you. Just generally, thank you for watching and continuing to watch and liking and commenting and doing all that, because that keeps me going. If I don't see views on a video or no likes or no comments, in some ways I think it deters someone from making a video again, because then it's like, well, who cares? Nobody watches them anyway. But for me, it seems like people are still watching them and wanting to see videos and more, so be it. I'll keep putting them up. Thanks so much for watching, and comment, rate, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram. So, thanks again to everybody. Thanks.